There's a reason why there are so many Thai dramas in the revenge genre, and it's because we can't get enough of them. There are lots of Thai dramas where a man forcefully marries a girl or kidnaps her to take revenge. Although some people criticize this, but still it is a popular genre amongst people. So, here are some new great revenge to lovers Thai lakorns for your perusal. Some are a little melodramatic, some are a little makjang, and some are quite dark, but all are entertaining as heck. Number 1. 10 Years Ticket. Fukao and Kongkwan were childhood friends as their families were always close. But all of their lives turned into hell 10 years ago when Kongkwan's sister murdered Fukao's brother, destroying both of their families and also Fukao and Kongkwan's group of friends. Ever since then, Fukao never stopped getting revenge on Kongkwan, despite the fact that she was innocent, blaming her for being the sister of his brother's murderer. This series will make you feel the actors and will make you feel their situation. Everyone is right in their situation and you can't even blame anyone. Definitely a worthy show to watch. Number 2. The Deadly Affair. JTR's fiancé is killed in a hit and run by Afinan, who had been driving drunk. Afinan feels guilty and accepts his sentence of 6 years in prison, while his girlfriend Ming is pregnant. 3 years later, he is released early for good behavior, only to learn that Ming took her life after a miscarriage. Angry over his early release, JTR arranges for Afinan to be detained and held on an island for punishment. Desperate, Afinan goes wherever she takes him. Story takes a lot of turn at start itself. The plot is somewhat messed up. The story ended a bit abruptly, but character build was good. The story of the second leads is amazing too. Overall, skipped some, watched some part. Number 3. My Beloved Enemy. Songkran is a real estate mogul, a total womanizer with a son named Pei. But he didn't start out like this though. Pei's mother left him when he was young to be with another man. Kran was heartbroken and began treating women like toys and gained the nickname the Invincible Casanova along with his best friend Siao, who runs a modeling agency. Indao and her family own a large orange farm. She's the type that takes no crap from anyone. Thanks to her huge mole and unkempt appearance, she's often viewed as ugly. Nevertheless, she has a boyfriend named Nu, a dashing and mild-mannered teacher from the same town. The story is well presented. You can't be bored of this show with lots of flirty moments between Songkran and Dao. They had a mature relationship with clear intentions. If you're looking for a good and a heartwarming romance with comedy antics, this drama is perfect for you. Number 4. Catch Me Baby. Fat, an expert relationship juggler, manages the complex love life of Siawood, who has multiple wives and girlfriends. His balancing act becomes more challenging with the arrival of Cher, an infidelity detective. As Fat's missions get trickier, he enlists the help of Pinky, Jim, and Captain. In this cat and mouse game, Fat and Cher's professional facade begins to blur, raising the question of whether Fat can resist developing feelings for his adversary while the mission must go on. It was fine and entertaining. There were rarely any romantic scenes between the leads. The acting was decent, but it couldn't have been better. If you don't mind weak romance in romance dramas, then go ahead. Number 5. Irresistible. Kim-han and Mook were engaged to be married, but a tragedy destroyed their happiness. Mon, Kim-han's sister, was found dead, and her husband Tada, Mook's brother, was accused of killing her. The case went to court and Tada was acquitted with Mook taking the stand as her brother's alibi, and Mon's death was ruled an accident. Kim-han was furious that his sister's killer walked free and that Mook lied to help acquit her brother. If the law could not punish Tada, Kim-han took it on himself and vows to get revenge. The story of this drama is super crazy. Om did a very good acting as Mook. This show was alright. It might be really toxic and unreasonable at times, but it's very addicting. Keep your tissues handy. Number 6. Praomook. Praomook works at a nightclub to earn money and pay debt. She doesn't get along with Chalunthorn because he misunderstood her, thinking she's a bad girl. One day, his parents ask Praomook to marry Chalunthorn to remove the bad luck from him. In exchange, they offer to buy back her father's house, which they lost due to his death and was a burden on her. Praomook agrees to marry him, vowing to make him fall in love with her to get back at him, while Chalunthorn believes she is manipulative and selfish. To get rid of her, Chalunthorn pretends to be in a gay relationship with his best friend Ruth, who is attracted to Praomook and wants to win her over. I'm sure fans of Trabab Se Chompu must have already seen this drama. Very good collaboration between Pete and Q. This drama is not as high rated as Trabab Se Chompu, but would surely recommend this series for those who like this couple. Number 7. Nabi, My Stepdarling. After her sister and former manager Serene disappeared mysteriously, Nabi takes it upon herself to investigate by becoming the beautiful manager of Dubai Club. The club belongs to Fichechai, a man whom Nabi respects as someone she is indebted to. Fichechai is a married man. He and his wife, Wari, have a son, Kavin. Kavin, who is studying abroad, returns to Thailand to investigate his mother's death. Kavin misunderstands Nabi's intentions with his father and thinks she wants to become his stepmother. Will these misunderstandings resolve? How will their complicated relationship end? In love or in pain? A very cliche typical Lakorn, but like many others, this one keeps you invested till the end. The main leads Joss and Fa were good. However, certain scenes they did were hard to watch because the acting was a bit shaky. Overall, it was an okay drama and would recommend. Number 8. Love and Deception. The sudden and mysterious demise of his father, Fifob, leads Fitai to discover that his girlfriend, Kamalteep, was in fact his father's lover and therefore a prime suspect in his death. To escape, she runs off with another man and Fitai begins to blame Chadatan, her younger sister, who has always had a secret crush on him. She soon finds herself in a love trap with Fitai that binds them together. But will they ever be able to escape the cycle of love, revenge and pain? Number 9. Devil-in-Law. Pavini's sister is married, but she suffered abuse from her mother-in-law who looked down on her. She dies and leaves her kid behind. Pavini is angry after finding out how her sister was bullied by her mother and sister-in-law, so she decides to sign a marriage certificate with no panai with a deal of no touch in order to take care of her nephew. After that, Pavini moves into where her sister lived and starts to fight with his mother and sister. Number 10. The War of Flowers. It is a story of a mistress who comes back for her revenge after enduring all kinds of mistreats from her husband's wedded wife. The resentment between the two love rivals is passed on to their descendants and grows into a war between two bloodlines. Number 11. Poisonous Passion. Parichat became pregnant before discovering that her partner, Trin, was already married. After forcibly having the child aborted, he abandons her. Parichat is left alone and suicidal until her sister and brother-in-law offer to help her plot revenge. The plan requires years of studying abroad, after which Parichat returns and begins slowly approaching Trin. As she creeps towards her vengeance, Trin's wife's cousin, Payu, tries to protect his family by bending her. Number 12. An Eye for an Eye. The death of a company CEO will leave his children and other relations scrambling for your control and looking for the truth about the death of their father. Number 13. My Friend, the Enemy. The 4 different poles, Nick, Van, Beam and Vayu, continuously circle around each other, repeatedly clashing and burning in the fire of collision. However, all 4 sides are relentless, reveling in the pain and pleasure of hatred and competition, and perhaps even love. Number 14. Behind the Revenge. Ponvalai, Yotian's sister, is Prakop's mistress. He devoted his money and himself to her, but she already had another man. When Prakop finds out, he dies of a heart attack and leaves lots of his assets to Ponvilai, which results in his son Nofaruj being furious at both her and Yotian. Nofaruj chases after them to get revenge, and Yotian lets him do whatever he wants because she feels guilty over her sister's actions. Number 15. Plerng Prissana. Top's aunt has him execute revenge against Rinlada's family due to what happened to his mom in the past. He plans to ruin Nati's farm, her family's business. He also gains her trust and makes her fall in love with him. Later, he finds out he's just another chess piece in his aunt's plans, and a birth secret is revealed. Honorable mention: the demon. When hate becomes a vengeance that destroys everything, there was a pain that everyone had to pay. So which of these revenge Thai dramas you found interesting? Please let us know in the comments down below. Please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.